Hey guys, welcome back. CFP here with Survival Living. Now today's video is going to be a Preparedness 101. We're starting a new series up on helping new preppers on where to start with their preps. First I want to go over why start prepping. Well, number one, we do not know what events may unfold our planet. We have plenty of ideas. We have seen a lot of bad things throughout history of mankind. There's a lot of things with natural disasters, earthquakes, hurricanes, food shortages due to crop failures, to war, pandemics, just to name a few of the disasters we prepare for. One of the first things all preppers should start with is dry goods. Dry goods are shelf-stable food that lasts a very long time if stored correctly. Even just vacuum sealing them up, they last for several years. Of course, one of the key components that we use as preppers is dried goods is beans and rice. Beans and rice is pretty much the backbone of your pantry with a preparedness level. There's so many different types of beans you can be purchasing. Always recommend purchase things that you usually eat. Alright, if you don't like peas, don't buy peas. If you don't like black beans, don't buy black beans. Buy your usual foods that you do like. And of course, rice goes hand in hand with beans. Rice you can do a lot with. You can add meats, you can add beans, you can put it in just about anything as a filler. The combination of rice and beans, they say it's a complete meal. Well, technically it is. There's a lot of good calories. You can have your proteins. There's a lot of good stuff with rice and beans. Now, in my area right now, you can purchase 20 pounds of rice for a little under $9. That's a lot of meals. And if you're tired of just a bland tasting rice, we use those bouillon cubes, the chicken, the beef, to add extra flavor into our rice. If we just eating rice alone, it does add flavor, so think about that too when you're purchasing your rice. Next up is our canned goods. These are your normal canned foods, your vegetables, canned meats, canned noodles. There's even canned macaroni. Speaking of, Chef Boyardee has the raviolis. All these things last for several years. Okay, the best buy date is not an expiration date. That is a best buy date. Your food will last a very long time as long as you keep it stored correctly. And of course, number three is water. Water is very important. You need to have water on hand in case power shuts down. Water supply, if you're living in the city, becomes contaminated. Having water on hand is key for survival. Now, I've done videos in the past where I have showed our supplies of water using 2-liter soda bottles, gallon milk jugs that have been washed out. There's been a lot of controversy in the prepper community. These things don't last. What about BPA leaching? They work just fine. Alright, I've had them for several years. I keep an eye on my containers. If they start to leak, I replace them with another container. Okay, they work out very well. I can tuck them away in a cabinet somewhere. They last a long time. But on top of storing water in containers, you should also think about designing a rain catching system to collect rainwater that you will have to purify out later. Basic purification with that is running it through a screen setup. You're just catching your major debris, running through a activated carbon filtration system. You can use regular charcoal from a fire pit. So your charcoal from your campfire, that can be used for water filtration as well. Don't use the grill charcoal that you buy at the store that has the lighter fluid. Don't use that. You're going to get sick. Charred wood, to get in the charcoal from that is a filtration. But taking it a step further, getting an in-home filtration system like the Big Berkey. Yes, I know they are expensive. They're a good in-home filtration system to filter out water. I highly recommend a personal filtration system. The Sawyer Mini is a very good one. I've seen a lot of people using life straws. We have life straws, but we keep those back for bartering purposes, mainly because for the same price, right at the same price, I can get a Sawyer Mini. It filters out more gallons than a life straw does. I believe a life straw was rated at 200 gallons compared to the Sawyer Mini was at 100,000 gallons. Now both of those filters do not filter out viruses. The Sawyer Mini and the life straw won't work against viral-borne pathogens inside water. But along with your water filtration system, pick you up some pool shock. Pool shock lasts a very long time compared to bleach, household Clorox bleach. Once you open it, it will expire, I believe it's 6 months after opening. So keep you some pool shock on hand. You can treat your own drinking water with that. You ever went swimming in a pool and accidentally drink some water? Sure, it's a little harsh, but it didn't kill you, now did it? But anyway guys, I hope that you're enjoying this new part of our channel. We're going to have many more videos. We're going to take step-by-step procedures on prepping, especially the newer preppers. I've been receiving a lot of emails about where to start. Should I buy this? Should I buy that? Hopefully this new series helps that transition into prepping, makes it a little bit easier for everyone, because I understand it does get frustrating when you first start. I remember when I first started, I bought a lot of stuff that turned out wasn't the correct idea to be buying. So in future videos, we can be discussing the long-term food storage items, the legacy, the mountain house, things like that, and we'll cover that in future videos. But as of right now, we want to go over just the basics, the basic backbone of prepping. We want to keep everybody on the correct path, especially when you're just starting. You don't need to start, run out, go buy $1,000 worth of long-term food storage and only have 4 to 6 months of food put back, when you could take $1,000 at $20 a week purchasing regular canned goods. It doesn't cost a lot of money to start prepping. $5 a week can get you started on prepping. Alright guys, until next time, I'll speak to y'all later. Y'all take care.